What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you guys are new here, my name is Zabu and I've been living in Singapore for like the past 14 years, and here are my thoughts on Singapore. So technically I've been here for like 16 years, but yeah, the first 2 years doesn't really count because I was deciding whether to move to Singapore. So yeah, it was like on and off, back and forth from Myanmar to Singapore. So even though I've been living here for so long, I think the past 2 years have been like a proper year for me. The past 2 years I would say is like the most transformative years of my life. So I've learned a lot about myself, how much I've challenged myself throughout all the challenges, and yeah, a lot more other things that I would like to share with you guys. Christmas is always early in Singapore. It's only in November now, and yeah, the decorations are up and people have started singing Christmas songs already. It's crazy. So within the last 2 years, I finally feel like home in Singapore, even though I've been living here for so long. And yeah, I finally managed to make better connection, make better network, build up good friendships and relationships, and yeah, finally feel like home. I'm learning better, more about the city itself and the culture and the people, and yeah, a lot of other things. So you might be wondering what I have been doing for the past 12 years. So basically, when I came to Singapore from Myanmar, it's like a total culture shock. I was born in the mud, the rain, the nature. I mean, lots of my families are there, my friends are back there. I was thrown into this city where I have no connection, no friends, no nothing whatsoever. And yeah, I was broke as well, so I was working part-time and then study. So there's a lot of things. And when I first arrived in the city, I couldn't really speak English, which is the main language. I couldn't speak Chinese, I couldn't speak any other language as well. The only language I spoke is Burmese, and it was really tough for me, but yeah, made it through. I mean, it took me a couple of years for me to be able to communicate, and yeah, a lot of things. So I only spend time at home, only eat my mom's home cooked meal, which is like Burmese cuisine, and then yeah, I only hang out with the older generation because I can leech onto them for transportation or anything. I will only go out with my family. So yeah, and I was like a really scared little boy. Yeah, I was scared about everything because I was thrown into the city, so with a lot of uncertainties and a lot of doubt. So yeah, I was scared all the time and I couldn't do anything much. Not that I haven't made a good relationship with all my Burmese friends. I think they are really amazing, but within the past 2 years I've grown as a person, and I've learn to make proper connection. I've spoken well, and I can speak really much better and communicate better with the local people. So yeah, that's why I feel like I've made a better connection in the past years. So let's get back to the video. So Singapore is really busy. There's no lay back. You're always on the move, and yeah, there's always things for you to do. And sometimes you might even feel like FOMO, fear of missing out, because every day you will have plans, either work, activities, or yeah, you just be out somewhere somehow, and it can be really tiring at some point. And sometimes you are just going out for the sake of going out because everyone is going out, everyone is trying to connect, trying to network. So it can be really tiring, and sometimes you just basically you're just going out for the sake of going out, and you don't really enjoy that much. So with that being said, Singapore is one of the best place for you to grow as a person or as a business. So let's talk more about that.
Hello, boys.
I'm fucking cool.
Hey Ben, I record already. Do you want to say anything about our shop, the Level Crab Beer place?
Yes, come here and drink. It's very nice. Come here. Good luck. Welcome to Good Luck.
Okay, let's give a tour for it. The camera owner.
Yo, what's up? They just hijacked my camera. So, F off. Apologies for that short commercial. I was at this bar having dinner and I got distracted by lots and lots of friends. So, yeah. So let's get back to the topic. So Singapore is highly concentrated with full of ambition and opportunity. So it will pushes you, really hard for your personal growth. A lot of people in Singapore, they're just either incredibly hardworking or they just have some sort of talent within themselves. So yeah, when you are surrounded by these kind of people, it will just push you further and much better for your personal growth. So I have friends who have grown incredibly well within the past 2 years, whether be it in insurance, banking, finance, or whatever field that they are in. They have grown so much within the 2 years. Yeah, and I would say that I have grown personally as well within the 2 years. So yeah, my story will be like started off just as like a regular executive level, and then started to grow, become a bar manager, restaurant manager, and then I decided to move to the brewery side, and then within a couple of months I become the head brewer, and then yeah, things go really fast. And yeah, it's just how Singapore is if you're hardworking and if you have the right mindset and the talent. So the competition in Singapore is real, so because everyone every day they are just trying to get better and better each day. And yeah, the competition is really hard sometimes. I mean, it's good that it pushes you towards further down the line, whether it's business, your skills, or your personal level. But at the same time, you can burn out because you're just keep pushing. Yeah, I've experienced through a lot of burnout, and yeah, but at the same time you will still be the mindset is still there. Even after you've burned out, you'll be like, okay, I need to get back to work, because everyone around you, the surrounding is just pushing forward. So the benefit and the network effect of living in Singapore is that the city will push you to be more independent and force you to be pushing yourself beyond your limits. So people that I've met from day-to-day basics have given me a lot of opportunities to grow, and the city itself is small. So from the conversation you had with a guy who came by to drop by for a beer, or like having dinner, or like just a friendly conversation on the train itself, that happen naturally, and that will lead you to a lot of possibilities, and that's the beauty about it. So I know that I'm like talking about how good you can grow and how good you can be in Singapore, because there's a reason. Just stick around until the end of the video. I'm gonna surprise you guys. So anyway, this is the last point that I want to share. Do you have to be in Singapore to grow? I think the growth zone is everywhere. It's just a matter of how hard you work, and how much you want, whatever, whether it be it like building a YouTube YouTube channel, building a brewery or a restaurant or a bar, it all depends on how hard you work and yeah, the people that you meet along the way. So yeah, I wouldn't say Singapore is the only growth zone. Everywhere you are, you can grow. And another thing, this hustle culture in Singapore, it can actually be like counterproductive, because if you can't keep up, or if you can't take proper breaks, you will eventually end up how to say burn out, break down, and a lot of things that can eventually stop you from getting where you want to be. So you just have to find your balance, do what you like, be where you are happy, and yeah, that's it. So other things that are good about Singapore is, pretty standard, I would say. There is pretty much, transportation is pretty much amazing, clean city, super safe, and there's a lot of it's endless culture and culinary experience you can have, because there's just too many, it's like a multi-racial city. So yeah, there's a lot going on for you to enjoy. So yeah, that's one thing that is good about Singapore. The last part, I just couldn't memorize it, so I was just looking down on my script. Anyway, with all that being said, with all that, how much I can grow in Singapore and how much it have grown me, I am actually going back to Myanmar for now, for good, and hence the reason why I wanted to make this video. So I wanted to go back to the last point. It's all just about finding the balance. Sometimes the hustle, the hustle culture might not be your thing, because I have friends over in Myanmar and they only work like 4 months a year. 4 months a year, they are in the agriculture business. 4 months a year, and they make a crap ton of money, loads and loads of money, and they are happy. They're traveling all the time, and yeah, that's something that I wanna figure out what's in Myanmar, because I've pretty much know the culture in Singapore. 2 years is good enough for me. So yeah, I've pretty much figured out things in Singapore, because if you want to grow, you just have to work the hell out. Just keep working. Don't care about whatever family, friends, or yeah, even if you're going out, basically you're just going out to make more network. That is the kind of mindset that this city build you in. So let's say you're going out on a date, and then suddenly you just start talking to a random guy, because you just want to grow your network, grow your connections. So that's something that I am I'm thinking, like, I'm having second thoughts about it. So I'm going back to Myanmar and figure things out. So here's like the last part that I want to share. I don't think there's a lot of viewers who will stay until this long. Yeah, according to the data, most of them just watch like half or 1/3 of the videos. So I want to make a statement. I could sound a little bit arrogant or a little cocky, but I'm just gonna say it. So my goal is to make it big in Myanmar without anything. So I'm not gonna take anything from Singapore. The only thing that I'm taking is the network and the friends that I have here. Other than that, no financial support, no nothing. I'm just gonna go back to the country. And as you guys know, Myanmar is now facing, it's not in a good position. It have like a lot of things happening there, COVID, military coup, and whatsoever. But I don't give a damn. I'm just going there to do what I need to do, and I want to grow, and I want to show it to the world. And yeah, this is gonna be like a make it or break it, yeah, if I make it, then it's good. If I don't make it, I'm gonna make it. So yeah, here we go. I don't even know if I should put this up on YouTube because it sounds so cocky, but you know, there's this part of me like I want to show this because I heard a lot of like bad things about Myanmar, and it hurts me to be honest, because I love my country a lot and I don't want to hear those things. So I'm just going back there to prove people wrong that you can still make it, you know. Yeah, so that's my goal for now. Anyway guys, I know this is a long video, I know this is like a lot of talking, not very interesting, no other b-roll shots and all, but hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.